welcome back. We're Insanity Check, Skiller Sauce Ken, 8 on the boards. Where can they find us, Ken, if they don't see us live here on YouTube?
If you don't see us live, you can check out the show on our YouTube channel, Insanity Check. You can hit us up on Facebook, on Insanity Check again, and you can tweet to us at Insanity Check 12 on Twitter, and you can join us on our Google Plus circle and our Google Plus page, which is, of course, Insanity Check.
Correction. Our YouTube is Insanity Check Radio.
You'll get there.
Radio.
Maybe you don't want to get there.
What is it with you with this radio, man? You just don't want to say it.
What is it with you making what you want me to say it?
Just say it, man. Radio.
Because that's what I do. What people keep wanting me to do.
Whatever, man. This is another crazy story that I found, man. But I don't even know what to think about this. I just think it is very interesting. I personally wouldn't want to have anything to do with this because of the whole body as a temple thing. But Motorola reveals stomach acid tablet which turns your entire body into a walking authentication token.
Explain to the folks what an authentication token is.
Well, basically, in a nutshell, we'll get into a little bit of details and stuff like that, but basically what it is you swallow something, it interacts with your stomach acid, and it reacts in such a way to where if you have to authenticate let's say you're logging onto your Google account page or whatever like that, or you're doing, or like they said, it'll actually work with cell phones and things like that you want to unlock your cell phone. You take this, and obviously your equipment will be basically built around this particular code or what have you, and you take it and you're automatically logged into your own specific things, which I think is kind of weird. I mean, taking something that, I don't know, I just find that to be weird.
It's weird, but, I have to say, because I have my own personal Google account, and then we have our Insanity Check Google account, I constantly have to log on and off from one to another, which does get kind of fucking annoying, I have to admit.
Well, I would prefer something like a retina scan, like, something like where they can, like maybe, because they said they're actually trying to come out with fingerprint scanners for actual cell phones in the future. Something like that, or maybe, not actually a retinal scan either, because I don't want that fucking information, going into, but there's almost no way to avoid this shit.
What's the difference? Fingerprints, retinal,
there's no way to avoid
coursing through your bowels.
It's crazy.
Either they're going to keep the information or they're not. It's just, and again, it goes back to the shit I keep on saying. No matter how fantastic and innovative and helpful someone, the thing that someone creates,
there's going to be
some fucking demon somewhere who's going to find, some horrific, or dastardly use, for it.
Yeah, this guy, this woman, Regina Dugan, former director of the Defense Advanced Research Agency, DARPA, and current head of Google, your boys, Google-owned Motorola's research division, introduced a prototype vitamin authentication tablet, which turns your entire body into a walking authentication token. Lick my ass, motherfucker. Go! I got that shit sewn on my tongue. I can't help it.
So basically what happens is after swallowing what? Someone's real interested in swallowing.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm trying to read here.
What do you pause for? You don't want to talk about the swallowing?
After swallowing it, the acids in your stomach act as electrolytes, which power the battery and turn the switch on and off in a sequence, and of course, obviously, that sequence will be recognized by your phone, your laptop, or whatever that says, "Hey, it's me." Boom, and you're in. You don't have to do shit. You don't have to log in and out. Yada yada yada. Once again, sounds very convenient, but
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I just don't want to put it, because you're putting something in your body. You don't know. I would want some serious long-term studies as far as when this thing dissolves in you. Is it going to cause any kind of gastric issues?
I'm sure it will. Yeah. And that's the thing. How long is this shit going to last?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Do you have to pop one of these things all the time? Because if it stays in there, then you're gonna. Well, obviously it has to come out. You're gonna have to eliminate it and pass it anyway.
Unless it embeds itself in your stomach wall.
Some disgusting shit like some nanites just grab onto the fucking stomach lining, which you don't want, or if you have to take this almost like fucking a birth control pill every time you want to go on and log on to your shit,
Right.
you have to take a pill. So I mean, that's, you know, for all the good that this person is trying to do, I think that, you know, that would be much a nuisance, that you have to actually walk around with like a, you know, a pill case just to take, you know, whenever you want to log onto your devices. I mean, that's weird.
And of course, the problem with all of this, you know, is I forgot to bring this to, I'll put it on my laptop, but I was reading this on my computer at home, that the feds, you know, like actually Google lost a case with the feds subpoenaing like thousands of Google subscribers' information. Like the feds won it, and Google's trying to put up a fight, and they lost. I don't know if they've given it up yet, but they have to, you know, according to the. And what did you say? Who's this chick who now is running this shit? Was a member of the government?
Oh, Regina Dugan.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, again, this is the last show when we were talking about, you know, the deviltries of Facebook, and I was telling him that Google has way more info on us, I believe, than Facebook does. You know, and a friend of mine called me up like, "Wow, what do you mean?" I was like, "I'm just saying, just the basic facts." You know, I input more things into Google search than I do in Facebook. Yeah. So again, if they're recording all of this shit.
Well, Facebook, no, there is no they. If because I damn, I forgot to bring it up again. There's a piece that was on a regular news. So like I said, we're not talking about any alternative news source or anything like that. It was like a regular news, like if you want to call it regular news, where the FBI it was a particular case, a current case. It's something to do with the government and Obama and some reporters. I'd really try and steer clear of that kind of political stuff. But the thing that interested me is the guy was like, well, whatever this reporter said, you know, we're going to find out who said it. And they asked the person a very point blank question. How do you mean find out? It was like, well, if it was recorded, if the person said it over anything digital rather, if it was a cell phone, computer, tablet, we can find it. It is so basically the person was like, they were like, can you find it? He's like, we can't give you any details, but if the person said it on anything, it's out there and we can get it. So they're recording every fucking thing that we do.
And I'll tell you exactly how I know that shit is true. And this again goes back to what we were talking about last week. You go to Google and I can type, you know, what was 8 wearing on today's show. Now, if 8 is, you know, a large enough entity in the techosphere, you know, it'll find it because I recently changed my Facebook picture. And what it is, if you see it, actually, you know what? Let me bring this up right now. You tell me if you know what this is. Actually, you folks will be seeing it yourself in a second.
Okay. Let me see. What that is?
Yeah. Shit. It's not, do you know what that is? Damn it.
I don't know. What the fuck is that? It looks like some old Schoolhouse Rock shit.
Exactly.
That's what it looks like, Schoolhouse Rock.
Exactly. I was watching the Schoolhouse Rocks on YouTube, and this is nouns.
Oh, okay. I know. Yeah, it doesn't look like Schoolhouse Rock.
Right.
Okay.
And this thing that you people are looking at is Schoolhouse Rock's version of Chubby Checker. Because any place that you can go, you know, the Beatles or the Monkees, Chubby Checker. And I always thought that was hilarious. Chubby Checker looked like he's having a stroke in this fucking picture and shit.
I guess he's doing the twist right there.
Well, that's what he's supposed to be doing, a twist. You know, and his fucking big old heels and shit. I always found that picture really funny. So I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can find this. I typed in Schoolhouse Rock, Chubby Checker, and that shit popped up immediately.
Wow.
For those of you, again, who don't know, Schoolhouse Rock was like a PSA for kids, teaching them about math and English and history and all this type of shit. Back when we were children. We're talking about the fucking early 70s.
Yeah, when there was no internet and stuff like that for us. So we had, you know, they had all those educational programs on Saturday morning. It was actually in between the shows.
Yeah, exactly.
It was in between the shows.
In between the cartoons.
Junction, what show function? Got clauses and phrases.
And in less than 3 seconds, this shit from 30 years ago popped up.
Wow. You know what? I still remember the one that CBS had that wasn't part of Schoolhouse Rock, that had Luther Vandross singing on the top of the car.
I think I remember that.
I think it was that song that "Give Me the Reason to Love It." Well, I forgot which song it was, but Luther Vandross was an animated Luther Vandross was singing on top of a car, dancing.
Was there a young black boy sitting on top of him?
No, he was actually behind him.
Oh. Poor Luther. Poor Luther. Why are you making fun of Luther 8? That's not right, man.
Wasn't me, brother. I like Luther, Fat Luther and Skinny Luther.
Fat Luther and Skinny. Which one?
Yeah.
Which one hurt more?
Which one hurt more?
Ching.
That was a good one. I bet you used to play Luther at your auntie's house all the time.
Yeah, exactly. I had the sequins and the glitter and the whole nine.
And we're off to the races, ladies and gentlemen. We're off to the races. But anyway, yeah.
So you know what? This is one I would honestly want people to hopefully chime in and tell me what they feel about something like this. Would you want to take a pill every time you needed to authenticate yourself, your identity on your laptop, your tablet, your cell phone, or what have you? Would you feel okay with taking something in your body, having it dissolve, interact with you, and send out an 18-bit signal to your devices? I mean, would you be okay with that? I personally, like I said, just the fact that it's going in there. You know, I mean, because they said, you know, some company. I remember you didn't you work at some place that you needed a hand scanner?
Yeah, I didn't like that shit at all.
Hand scanner, you know, and they have iris scanners, and but just, you know, all of that stuff, you know, that's one thing. But taking something in, that's the part where I just have problems with. But you know, this is like the wave of the future. I mean, what? I mean,
8. He said taking something in.
Oh man, 8 is slow today, man.
No, you know what it is? I actually was about to chime in about something else because these two laptops I have here, well, really all three, they all have iris scanners. That's how you log in.
Are you serious?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, I'm being 100% serious. You log in with I'll show you.
You're not bullshitting.
No. When you log in, it reads your eyes and it says scanning now, and you can see it like, you know, glazing over your eyes, and then you log in.
Shit!
Instead of putting in the password. Now, right now, I don't have it set to iris scanner because it's not just me who logs on to this computer.
Yeah.
But even though it still pops up. Like I can still, you know, log in with my.
Wow. I mean, I remember the first time I ever saw that shit was what was that? The Wrath-a-Con, when Kirk had to be authenticated to go on. They had to do something, and it was. I think it was I believe it was not the motion picture. I believe it was the Wrath-a-Con, and Kirk had to be retinal scanned for something. You know, don't quote me on that, but it was a Star Trek movie. It was either 1 or 2, and I was like, wow, you know, look at that. You know, it's a little kid and shit. Oh, but damn.
Yeah. Well,
that's the way it is. But we thought that was interesting, and you know, and I know you say Google is what they are. Well, they're acquiring damn near everything. So
yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be a Google world too, man. Soon.
Hi, Hal. Anyway, we'll be back in a couple of minutes.